Who's got the tightest snatch across the pond?
Ooh, we're about to find out.
And that's right. After a little reading in the workroom, the DRUK girls try their hand at the Snatch game.
And this episode proves it's always good to follow Mother Rue's advice.
It's true. And who's on the runway? It's original Doctor Who characters, of course. Who's that? Who's that doctor? Who's that doctor?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for some interdimensional fashions?
Oh, yes, honey. Let's go. Another Drag Race UK recap for your nerves starts right now.
Oh.
Mom!
Race chaser. Race chaser. Yeehaw. Race chaser. Race chaser. Yeehaw.
Oh!
Hello.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Hello.
Cheerio, and welcome back to Race Chaser,
Chaser.
All Corrupt. A podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination.
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag
Drag
Race. Starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
Yes, it is. My name's Alaska. What's yours?
My name is Willam. And we are covering DRUK6. DRUK6.
Heather St. Williams.
Oh, baby. I met a Heather Helper this weekend, and she was the only.
It's Willam with no I, but it's Willam with no I, cause it's Willam with no I, not William with an I, cause William with an I goes yeah, not Is that right?
I think. It sounds right, yeah.
What the is a Heather Helper? Who the is Heather Helpers?
A Heather Helper is someone who helps a Heather. Like
Nurses
our Heather,
help people.
Our Heather Helpers in that video. The ones that Courtney tried to have.
Is this like a thing?
It can be. Depends what needs heathering. But if you'd like to see what we're talking about,
Those
can
bangs
go to...
need feathered.
That face looks weathered. We've got full and censored video episodes if you want to see our weathered faces behind the paywall on Mom Plus Gold. It's Pride in Palm Springs. I'm weathered.
No one's paying for this. we are losing subscribers daily.
That's not true.
I know it's not true. I'm just being facetious because we just can't get in drag. We're too busy. I'm sorry.
I will be getting in drag next week. This week is kind of crazy for me.
I was in drag last week. Okay.
Yeah, we do a lot of drag. We don't. The shorter previews of this episode are right here on the Mom Podcast YouTube channel if you're watching. And if you're listening, hello. Last week, the Queens did a little Graham Norton on a special edition of his talk show. And the episode started with a joke-telling mini-challenge with Rue and Raven and a big pink chair. And then...
Where are the jokes?
Where are the jokes? The Queen sat on Graham's couch and told their best talk show stories, followed by a How's Your Headpiece runway category. Lavoie earned her first win. Octavia and Kiki landed in the bottom. Octavia won the lip sync, and we lost Kiki Snatch.
Can't believe it.
But we lost Kiki Snatch before the Snatch game. So one Snatch goes, another Snatch enters the chat.
Exactly. Another Glamazon has entered the villa.
We
get a mirror message that reads,
oh, sorry.
Love having y'all as my season 6 sisters. Stay fierce, stay fabulous, stay snatched.
Yeah.
And you have to do the snap with the snatch.
You have to.
You can't.
What's your name? Click.
We are the Click. Click.
All the girls are sad to see. Clip show.
Show.
Everyone's sad to see Kiki go. Marmalade is notating that she's been very close to the top many times, but has not won a badge, and she feels a bit like a bridesmaid.
It's hard with a season like this because I feel like there aren't that many girls, and we're already to the point where it's like, and Jan was saying this, like, anyone who goes home, you're going to really miss them. There's no like, oh, yeah, she's obviously going to be out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That sometimes happens with seasons. Are you scoffing, Big Dipper? Do you not find that to be the case? There's no like weak links that are really standing out. Like everybody's really great at drag and great personalities. So it's going to be hard to say goodbye to anybody.
Australia is the same. I was watching that today, and there were
Is Michelle Visage the host?
yes, she is. There were 10 girls.
How's it going?
You know what? I mean, she's doing fine. It doesn't add anything for me. Like I think drag queens should host drag shows. I don't know. It's fine. It's adequate, but like does it excite me? No. It feels like she's doing a version of her friend. She's like, and may the best drag queen win. This is her hand motion. Win. And I know she's probably figuring it out or whatever, but like I'd rather see something different than an imitation. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well,
But-
she's doing something different. She's doing this instead of this.
I'm not mad, but I'm also not like happy.
Do you like that?
No.
That's pretty much, that could be the tagline of this entire podcast.
Not mad,
Not
but
mad.
not happy.
I'm not happy.
But also they bring in all these Australian queens to be like these like mentors for the season, and they don't have the most famous Australian drag queen that there is alive, named Courtney Act, who's like climbing bridges.
Or Vanity.
Or Vanity auditioned the first season, and I just checked her Instagram. I'm a little perplexed at why. Also, the stage isn't big enough to have all the girls at the front for judging. They're like, you four, go to the back. We'll talk to you in a minute. And then they switch everybody out for like this team challenge thing.
Oh, girl.
It was a little.
You
It
have to
feels a
start
little
somewhere.
hokey pokey. Yeah. Well, they started 3 years ago somewhere. It should be there by now. Somewhere. Where? Take me somewhere.
Donde? Okay. All right. Well, you know what, everyone? We're switching gears. We're now going to cover Australia. UK has been really
Australasia.
fun, but we are Big Dipper. We need a new promo picture. Just kidding. I haven't been watching, and now
Dipper's
I'm
left the show.
invested in UK, so I don't want to switch.
I love
like
it.
UK.
And your favorite Chanel is wishing that she would have gotten critiques and heard what the judges had to say about her dress. And she says, as a person who loves to chat, why didn't she do well in the challenge? I think her outfit was ugly.
Kyron
I didn't
reads
get the headpiece.
for Vilf. Kyron reads for
Kyron
Death.
reads.
She's like, do you want an opinion on your outfit, darling? Your headpiece makes no sense and you look like darling. There.
The headpiece looked like those foam rods that you wrap curlers around. It looked like those with hair
Yes, it
wrapped around
does.
It
Yes,
did
it
not
does.
give
And
me
the details are gorgeous.
headpiece. The details are gorgeous,
Okay.
but it did not give me headpiece fantasy. It gave me weird hat thing.
How do you say Kyron? Kieran
Okay.
Thrax?
So it's Kieran.
Like Kieran Culkin?
It's Kieran as a I forget which is which. His boy name is Kieran and his girl name is Kyron.
Oh. Like
think.
your boy name is Willam and your girl name is William. It's not confusing at all.
Wait, I'm gonna look it up again so we have it right because I hate saying this girl's name wrong. How you say it? Oh,
Did you send it in the group chat?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. I get that it's confusing. So, drag name is Kyron, like Ty, and my boy name is Kieran, but it's spelt the same way, so it can get confusing. But yeah, Kyron in drag, Kieran out.
Kyron in drag, Kieran out of drag. So Kai like Ty when he's in drag.
What? You know,
Girl, can't they
there
just
was
pick
a
a
time
state?
where
What
drag
happened to the
queens
good
were,
old days?
Girl, drag queens used
Where's
to
the
just be named
Belindas?
Amanda Hug and Kiss. Amanda Hug and Kiss. I mean, and you could just, yeah, and it has gotten very confusing with the girls and their drag names. But you know what? Times change, and maybe it's just not for me to understand. Maybe I'm just
Well,
Maybe I mean it's confusing.
The girls are gagging though for Kyron because she's peeling off her latex bodysuit and she's covered in lube and sweat and she smells. She looks like a Brooklyn girl for sure.
We know how sweaty those things can get.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mama.
And you know we know some of those UK girls. Sometimes the meet and greets are you can't fake that funk. And
You
Kieran
can't
wears
fake the
trash
funk.
bags.
Well, latex is a beast. And it makes you so sweaty underneath. And you do, when you take it off, there's just pools of like liquid coming out of you. Relisa is absolutely disgusted by this.
But she
but
still
yeah,
looks beautiful
no,
while
drag
she's
is
being
gross.
disgusted.
Drag is gross sometimes. That's the tea. The mini challenge this week is one we know very well, and it's called the reading challenge.
Yes.
UK girls, I feel like, are good at this. They're good at and that's a huge generalization, but I think it's true. I think there's like this sort of like the structure of the reading challenge humor is it very lends itself to British humor, I think.
Yeah, I think that they have a strong tradition of it, like the Lily Savages and the girls over there, like Myra Dubois, people like that. Like they're very good at.
See,
like,
that's a drag name.
Yeah, Myra Dubois, solid.
My life, my name in my daily life is David, and my drag name is Myra. What was it?
Dubois.
Myra Dubois.
Yeah,
There, that's
exactly.
drag. That's a drag name.
I think that
My real name is David, and so my drag name is David.
Davide.
It's spelled the same, but please say it differently.
Please say it differently. Lil starts out this reading challenge and she says, Marmalade, you could almost slip through a crack in the floor if it wasn't for that hooked beak. Right there. Went right there.
Chera has a really good one, and she says, Relisa, you are the bomb of the competition. In the girl group, you gave in the sewing competition, you bombed. That's so
Yes.
funny. That's a
Charity's
really good one.
shirt looks like Snosberry wallpaper. Fully. It looks just like it. I want to.
Is she wearing primary colors? We are doing
No.
a primary color check
Nope. I see tons
on
of secondaries.
Charities.
I see prints, not just primaries. This is wrong. Marmalade says, Chanel, I would say I'd like to see the back of you, but then I'd have to stare at your boy hair sticking out of your wig. That wasn't. That was more of just like a fact. It didn't give me wit, but we've been saying that for a while.
Was that a read?
But also, her head is
Relisa
shaped like
has
a Lego
really
person.
perplexing.
Like the forehead and the wig is real close. She doesn't have a lot of forehead, and maybe the back of her neck is thick. I don't know.
Can we listen to Relisa's? Because I just remember it being really perplexing, and I love perplexing reading challenges.
You know what? If like a leprechaun and a rainbow had a love child in a room filled with helium, Charity, that'll be you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome.
A leprechaun and a rainbow had a love child in a room with helium. It's obvious.
Okay.
It's
I
obvious.
get where she's going.
Yeah. And
Lavoie. Last night I was having a dream. An Oompa Loompa was dressed like Annie singing show tunes and then introduced you. And I was like, oh my God, Lavoie. And I was like, oh my God, I'm on the Titanic. I'm so happy you survived and you're still performing. Congratulations.
so was she saying that Lavoie is overly tanned and short like an Oompa Loompa, but Lavoie was singing Annie? I don't remember a red wig yet.
She
Here's the
does wear
things.
red wigs.
Release's comedy makes it evidently clear how beautiful she is.
Yes, she is very beautiful. honey.
Beautiful. Chanel.
And it's weird because all the parts of the reads are there and you like see where she was going. Like, oh, you were performing on the Titanic and thus you're old and you do cruises. All of that is there. It's just the way it is delivered, the structure is incorrect.
Yeah.
So it just comes off as like a weird storytelling.
This is when smart girls like Lady Camden call their funny friends. You know, these girls should have reached out to
Absolutely.
somebody. Lavoie says,
Or just watch the Comedy Central roast on TV and steal all the jokes.
yeah, or be original. Kyron, you do
It
remind me of
won't air for a year.
the internet's forever. Lavoie says, Kyron, you do remind me of my ex-husband. He also peaked early and then left.
Oh my God.
Octavia Lavoie's read is vicious. She says, the only queen in Drag Race history whose eyebrows can pick up the Wi-Fi and those gorgeous little gaps in your teeth. The only queen who can eat an apple through a picket fence. Damn.
I feel like I've heard that before, but I mean, the way she delivered it is so funny.
Yeah, I've definitely heard it. And the winner,
The
to no
winner
surprise-
is, Ms. Lavoie. And the Maxi Challenge this week, the tried and true, everyone's favorite episode, the Snatch Game.
We'll take a break on
Yes.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and take a break? And we'll be right back. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
This month is all about gratitude, but there's one person we don't thank enough. Ourselves.
It's sometimes hard to remind ourselves that we're trying our best to make sense of everything, and in this world, that ain't easy.
Practicing gratitude can improve your personal well-being, and you might find it beneficial to learn gratitude-building techniques from a therapist.
It's true. Gratitude is very important. There's an exercise that I like to do sometimes. If I have a few minutes or like I'm waiting in line or whatever, I like to think of 3 things that I'm grateful for. And once you do that, it starts to you start thinking of oh, there's another thing. And gratitude sort of compounds upon itself. And I
Yeah.
think that's very powerful.
I get that. Every time I want something for the universe, I try to think of also something the universe has already given me, and then be like, okay, so if you don't, it'll be fine. You've been gifted.
Exactly.
And honestly, I was gifted BetterHelp to try it when they signed up, and I loved it. It really helped me out. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp.
Visit betterhelp.com/drag today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/drag. This episode is brought to you by Helix Sleep.
Mama, you know that we're the Helix girls over here. It is a well-known fact. I have a couple of Helixes. You have a collection of Helixes. And we love sleeping on them. How long have you had your girls?
Baby, I've had them for 5-6 years now. And even with when you take the mattress covers off, they still look new. Like you can't see where indents of bodies have slept in the Airbnb. These are great mattresses. We all sleep differently, so how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? You can simply take the sleep quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. Then your personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door, free of charge.
And Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night sleep trial to try out your new Helix mattress.
And if you don't love Helix, they'll pick it up and give you a full refund.
Helix has a special offer during the month of November.
If you go to helixsleep.com/drag, DRUK. You can get 25% off site-wide, plus 2 free dream pillows with any mattress purchase.
They'll even give you a free bedding bundle, including 2 dream pillows, a sheet set, a mattress protector, with any Luxe or Elite mattress order.
Bedding bundle. Find the mattress made for you.
Go to helixsleep.com/drag today.
That's helixsleep.com/drag.
As we transition into fall and our schedules get busier, it's easy to forget about taking care of ourselves. During this busy season, one simple but effective thing you can do for yourself is to start taking Nutrafol.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol.
Exactly. And as we get older, our hair changes. And especially if you do drag, we are doing things with our hair to keep things on our head, to install units and ka-ka-ka-ka-ka. All of this can affect how your hair is growing, how healthy your hair is. So it's good to keep a check on it.
Yeah, thinning hair is different for men and women, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas for men and women that are tailored to different life stages, such as postpartum or menopause, and lifestyle factors such as a plant-based lifestyle. You can get just what you need.
Nutrafol is physician formulated with drug-free ingredients that support healthy hair growth from within by targeting key root causes of thinning hair through whole body health.
With Nutrafol, building a hair growth routine is simple. You just purchase online with no prescription or doctor's visits required. Free shipping and automated deliveries ensure you'll never miss a day.
Get results you can run your fingers through.
For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code DRAG.
Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair.
Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code DRAG.
That's Nutrafol.com, promo code DRAG. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
You can see all of your subscriptions in one place. If there are any you don't want, Rocket Money can help you cancel them with a few taps.
I love that. Everything is subscription-based these days, so it's easy to accidentally sign up for a service and then you don't realize that it renews every month. It's easy to forget to cancel a monthly fee after you're done using the service. That's where Rocket Money comes in, darling.
Honestly, when Rocket Money came aboard as a sponsor, I used it and I'm saving like $45 a month. And I was like, thank you, Rocket Money. Because Rocket Money's dashboard gave me a clear view of my expenses. And you can get alerts if your bills increase, there's unusual spending, or if you're close to going over your preset budget.
Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features.
Stop wasting money on things you don't use.
Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/drag.
That's rocketmoney.com/drag.
Drag. Someone may not have gotten it. It's rocketmoney.com/drag. So this Snatch game, first off, we got 2 girls heading up doing Queen Victoria. We got Lil and...
Well, what you want to do isn't necessarily what you're gonna do, but...
Queen Victoria seems like a pretty niche. Out of all the queens, 2 of them picked that one.
They like Queen Victoria. Victoria's a lot of people's favorite Spice Girl, so, I mean, it makes sense.
Malcolm!
Lavoie is doing Liza Minnelli. She has a close relationship to David Guest. She worked as a personal assistant for him, and she has an actual Liza scarf as part of her look.
We love that. Chanel is doing Coco Peru. And when I saw this, I was like, that wig ain't right. Get it out of sight. Like, it's not hard to get the color right. She's worn one color. This is not accurate Coco.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
This is pumpkin orange. It's Halloween orange.
This is not right. And the flip isn't flipped enough. Like, this should be... We know how she does. Relisa is planning to do Rihanna, but she says she's never actually impersonated her. So she's going to do Sammy from her green screen acting challenge doing Rihanna. Which feels like a big swing for someone who's not necessarily so great with jokes.
See, I didn't remember what. I might have slept through the walkthroughs, but I didn't remember who Sammy was. I was like, who the f*** is Sammy? But Sammy is her character that was like a little doll girl.
And Rue
from the okay.
Yeah,
no, don't do it. Don't do it. Just do Rihanna.
Kyron asked Rue if she should do Elvis or Miss Trunchbull from Matilda, and Rue says do Elvis. But then she also
always
gives
go classic, bro.
This moment that Charity does Nadine Coyle as Mary Poppins. It felt like Rue was giving bad advice to a girl that she knew was going to go home, but she ended up killing it. I was surprised at that. Octavia's doing a mythical...
Sometimes RuPaul just gets bored and gives really wacko advice, and the girls just do it.
It feels like a genuine misdirect sometimes, but like if she's like, I just want to see this, and maybe I want to see you fail and laugh at it. Who knows? But at least you tried, because you have to take her advice when you say it. When Rue asked Chara if she's doing Mary Poppins, Chara says she's going to Julie Andrews, and then Rue says you should do Nadine Coyle as Mary Poppins, and then Chara says, okay.
And she took that and ran the with it, and literally is, I think, the funniest person on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. In my homosexual opinion.
Now, the contestants for Snatch Game are S Club 7's John Lee and Rachel Stevens. The funniest thing for me was when Octavia spelled Shaka Khan Saciacan.
Funny, a reference to RuPaul's history, and RuPaul gives her a point for it. She says, honey, you're right, even though it wasn't a match.
How does that reference RuPaul?
Because RuPaul was on that game show, and she said, Shaka Khan.
Oh, the weakest link, huh?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Does Liza always get sat in the same spot? Because Alexis Michelle was in that spot when she did Liza.
But Jinx was not. Jinx was Judy, never mind.
Didn't do Liza. And then Hannah Condra, where was she sitting?
I think she was on the end. On the bottom.
Is
like
Liza
the opposite?
Is Liza a home run always winner character? Has anyone done her and not won?
I'm not sure, but I do know that they always put strong anchors, on the ends and the closest to Rue to play. So even if not, but there's been so many Snatch Game winners who have won the whole show. Sharon, Chad.
Sharon didn't win.
Sharon didn't win Snatch Game? Oh, no, she didn't.
Because Chad won Snatch Game.
Chad, Bianca, Bob won Snatch Game and won the season.
Game.
Bob didn't win Snatch Game?
Bianca didn't.
She didn't?
No. Because she was Judge Judy. She was kind of safe.
Who won? Should we do podcasts about this? I bet we do.
Did Adore win it as Anna Nicole?
I can't remember who won, but...
Oh, Ben de la Creme.
Oh, Ben.
Ben de la Creme, of course. Yes.
She was that... she was Maggie Smith or something.
Wait, I have a question. Don't you think it's funny that they are not allowed to choose copywritten characters. And so when Rue was like, "Oh, you're Mary Poopins," is her way of skirting the copyright, and Charity's like, "I'm Julie Andrews," because they told me I had to be Julie Andrews. Like,
Yeah,
they were like
they told her to
battling that
say it.
out on screen, which was so funny
Love
because
it.
they had to follow the rules.
Well, RuPaul's allowed to do
Poopins.
whatever the she wants.
Right. So Chara's like, yeah, I'll do that.
I thought Lavoie was good. I thought Marmalade was good.
Marmalade was really, really smart. She like had like political facts inserted into her comedy. She was very funny. Also, always going to be a great look with Marmalade. And then she does the head on the table. This was a really great character. Yeah, who was bad? I mean, Rihanna made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think they were merciful in not showing as much as they could have because they only gave her like 2 answers. They did not use her a lot at all. I thought she was.
It was like a
she was
demonic
not
possession.
good. Yeah, front row was great. Chanel, Relisa, not great. Octavia, I didn't know that she wasn't doing great, but she was in the bottom, I guess, which was, she just wasn't stellar. But I thought she was getting laughs. I thought
She
was
did
okay.
get laughs, but it was sort of one note, and I think it bottomed out a little bit. But it was like a funny like interpretation, an example of taking a character that has nothing to it and just making it funny by being funny, which I think Relisa could have done that. Since we don't know a lot about Rihanna, I mean, she could have kind of put any personality on her that she wanted to, except for a haunted baby doll girl.
Lavoie was correct in saying that just because you didn't get the punchline doesn't mean you weren't part of the joke and you weren't funny. And Octavia was picking up the cues and hitting what was tossed at her for sure. The mirror chats the next day, the girls are talking about Snatch Game being a milestone. And Octavia was saying she
My
wasn't
favorite
expecting
joke,
that so
though-
many bad habits of like.
My favorite joke was Lavoie when she said, yes, it was a cottage pie, but it was a pie that I made, but I found the recipe in a cottage.
Yeah, I don't know what a cottage pie is. Is that a slang for vagina or something?
I think she was
Like I made a
meaning it
cottage
to
pie for Jennifer
be.
Lopez.
I think she was meaning
Is
it
that
to
like
be
shepherd's
her-
pie?
It's a food item, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that, Dipper. Thank you. I didn't know if it was also slang for like,
Yeah, I know. I know that,
a
Dipper.
slice
Thank
of something
you.
else. Thank you. Thank you.
Looking for a slice of something for sale.
Something for sale. The shady. You are shady. RuPaul says don't be throwing no shade.
It is
I just
slang.
what
As
is it
a
slang for?
female is a male, well, I guess it could be anyone, via middle and ring finger is referred to as a cottage pie.
Wait, these 2 fingers? Why not these 2? They're so much
Middle
easier.
and ring.
I can't. That's hard for me to get up my ring. I have to hold down my pinky to do it.
And then you have to take all your rings
Maybe your
off. I
pointer's
mean,
busy doing something.
it's really a lot to ask.
I don't know about all this, but I want to talk about this chat between Charity and Octavia, and then the chat between Chanel and Kyron, because there's 2 different types of girls in mirror chats. You have Octavia, she has her foundation on and her wig cap, and then Charity starts spilling her guts, all her gay guts about anxiety and self-sabotage. Octavia takes her wig cap off, fixes her hair, and does listening face. Chanel and Kyron, they just do cry, 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 cry. Octavia, she said, no. We're gonna get this beat. We're gonna get my hair. Chi.
And don't we love the
These girls know they're on TV.
serious ass conversations that happen during mirror chats with the wackiest half makeup processes? Like, Kyron looks like a Star Trek background character.
Yes. Kieran, during her chat with Chanel, definitely is getting winner edit because the music that they give her towards the end of the convo, it's very much winner edit.
I sent a definition of cottage pie because it's a little more involved.
Where'd you send it?
I texted it to both of you. It's pretty intense.
Cottage pie. I'm not gonna read that. That's so gross. That's
I will.
so these gross things.
Okay. Cottage pie. As a female is she then prior to this, the female ate carrots, potatoes, peas, and gravy. As this is occurring, she then draws a mustache onto the male's face using his. That was different than what I thought it was going to be.
Nobody does that. Nobody.
No. And if you
Nobody
were-
died at Stonewall, and nobody does this act. That is
Yeah.
so crazy and kuka.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does that.
Nobody does that. Nobody says Hotlanta. Nobody says that.
I am excited for the runway because we have a beautiful outfit to talk about.
We are here with the runway. RuPaul is giving scooch wear. Honey, she is giving hustler store. She is giving stage Hollywood Boulevard stripper store down.
This is very much girl goes to Burning Man and thinks she's Pink Pony Club. I am not mad at the hair, but I will say, once again, I would like a little length on Mother. This matronly coif is gorgeous, but I like her young with long hair. Michelle's out hairing Rue. But Rue does have like this barrette in the back that's like metallic with also stones on it. It's very beautiful. I wish she would have turned her head so I could get a glimpse, but she knew that's what I wanted, so she didn't.
What do you think of the outfit?
The outfit is a delightful, different take than what we're used to. I'm glad she's having fun. I'm glad she looks happy wearing it. I love a boot. I don't love this boot, but I love that she's doing something that makes her happy.
If this was a runway challenge, she would be in trouble.
Yes, she would be. Because you know what she would say to a girl wearing this? She's like, the proportions feel weird. It feels a little unfinished. You need an accessory. If one of those shoulders were off her shoulder, I would appreciate it more because the asymmetry of the hip, but the symmetry at the top and the hair is asymmetrical. I feel like the shoulders should be too. But I'm not mad. Zaldi did a cool job. I'd wear it. I'd wear it to like a Desertopia, like Palm Springs Pride Party or something, you know? A GPS, go do a lap, see Walter
And
at the door.
also this train, she's like playing with this train, but it's just like a sort of single strip of like fabric that's just like
Unlined.
hanging there.
Yeah.
Unlined?
Unlined stretch fabric. Again, not mad, but not glad.
You know what? It's the UK. She's playing around. She's
Yeah.
having fun.
Yes, very much.
And if you have a little hangy thing, this is very like bachelorette party kind of feeling, then that's fine.